I decided to throw Tom's on there just because it's something to compare to. Anyway, first thing I noticed, and some of this to me depends on the height of the incoming ball, but it's how high the hand prepares. Tom used to do the exact same thing as this. He'd go real high. I think kind of in the middle is pretty good. Anyway, that's just my opinion on it. Let's see where we are here. Into the drop. Now this was a big thing. Tom actually did exactly what she's doing here, where she was dropping with the racket head is almost like your strings are facing the opposite way. And we really worked hard on getting him to drop it where his string's down like this, because what was happening was when he had it flipped the other way, his wrist would go into stretch too soon, which is kind of what she does. You can see it here starting to go into stretch, and you can see Tom is holding, he's saving his energy so that when he fires his leg in the ground, when he fires here, he gets all this torque moving around, then he gets that snap coming back. And you can see it when he does it right here. Boom. So he, in a much shorter span of time, you can see where the ball is almost on him, he lets that racket head release. So it's almost like he waits on it, right? You can see how she's already kind of open here. He's still waiting. Ball gets in closer. You see him fire the hip, the leg, the hip, the shoulders. Then the racket head really catches up and goes more of like a throwing action than a swinging action. Hers is more of a elbow in and turning action, kind of like more of an angular shot, which isn't wrong, obviously, but I like to think more of feeling like I'm throwing the racket. And one of the things I taught the kids was act like basically your shoulders and hips are a boat, and then you're pulling a tube behind you, but you're going to leave a coil of rope like this, basically. And so your racket is out here on the end of this rope. And basically what you're trying to do, what we've taught them is to get the shoulders to turn, or get the boat to turn, make a quick turn, take off, and then make a turn. And then what you're trying to get is get the slack out of the rope so that the tube goes from 0 to whatever the boat's going by the time it gets the slack out of the rope, and that's what gives that nice snap and racket head acceleration. And basically here it's not. Everything's happening kind of the same, so it's not like as good, in my opinion, as I think it could be. And here you can see he gets the boat to turn, and then the slack comes out, and you get that racket head to really, really rip. And of course, it's a daily process. We work on it all the time. And that's probably the main thing I see there.